are videos we've been doing in this challenge. Tell your story. I started from nothing. See where I am today. See what's happening to me today. You must tell a story. Okay? I was sharing with you my flying down from Abuja to Lagos with President Obasanjo. I've had built relationship with Obasanjo that, trust me, flying down with him is no big deal. But it's no big deal to me does not mean it's no big deal to my potential customer. You see why we miss it now? Because we just feel, we do this thing all the time now. But it's a big deal to your customer. So you must be able to tell the story in a way that it heightens the big deal for your what? For your customer. And I say, hey, is it no normal? Baba, me and Baba, we're good. Right? We're always meeting here and there, worldwide. Don't do that. Are we learning at all? Don't normalize greatness. Tell your neighbor, don't normalize greatness. Don't normalize greatness. I just say, oh, where will be any millions? No. That million will make somebody do business with you. You say, are you kidding me? So you are any million for this business? You have more people talking to you that they want to join you in the business, and they become your recruit. You have more customers saying, for people to be doing business with you, for you to be earning millions, you are the kind of person they should work with. Okay, so we want to have, I think we'll do it in batches of 4, and then you change it again, another batch of people, till we give everyone who has earned commission. It doesn't matter, even if the commission is 200,000. Tell your story. We're learning? Okay, who wants to go first? What does low pitch signifies? Lack of confidence, having low self-esteem. Sit down, compose you when I call you again. Who else? Okay, obviously somebody can beat a record. That's why they didn't clap. Who is next? Who's next? Who's next? Next. You scared? Huh? Okay. Next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen. I'm a lady.
For making an attempt, because some of you are scared, but she's tried. And however, your words needs to be very clear. Consultant of words. I'm a consultant of words. right? Developer of words, right? You could be a real estate software developer. And when you say developer, are you the one that build the property? So if you are not the one building the houses or in charge of the site and service, you can't call yourself a developer. Developers are those who are involved in their own estates, develop estates, right? So you are a real estate consultant. So these are little gaps people pick when you are talking. And you have to, that's why you must rehearse this thing. Oh, this thing I'm teaching you, keep rehearsing, look at the mirror every day. Thing is natural to you till you can say it in your subconscious, right? And you must have it because you meet people at the airport, in the plane, in events, and these are all potential customers. But if you don't have something to catch their attention, that'll make them want to, this is somebody exciting, this is somebody worth meeting, this is somebody worth knowing, this is somebody worth doing something with, right? You will not go far. Does it make sense? Yes. Next person.
Hello everyone, my name is Yubi and I'm a real estate consultant. I help rich people.
We didn't ask you to come with your team. Are these people?
Yes. So you couldn't say that by sometimes. Who was the person calling this one?
Can
Okay. But you didn't finish it now. Do I get your contact? How can I be of help and all of that? You need to close it. But it's okay. Clap for her now. Okay. So do you see how short and sharp and how the short and sharp helped her? But some of us go too long. It doesn't need to be long. Right? Yes, it's an elevator speech, but it's also a way. It doesn't need to be too long that you now start confusing yourself. Just something straightforward. We know you, we know what you do, right? We know how you can help us, and we're good to go. Okay, who is next?
Morning, everybody. My name is Fabiana. I am a local recruiter journalist specialized in
That's generic. It's too generic, it's too ordinary. You need an elevator speech that is unique. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Martha. I found that investing for you. If you don't mind, I would like to have it. So I can help you forward and
She's a pro, so I won't want to go to her matter next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen. I help smart investors double their income and investment. I don't mind if you would like me to have a conversation.
I don't mind if you like to start the contact.
I don't mind if I can have it.
You are nervous, right?
No.
You guys are just.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm a wealth consultant. I help smart investors do that. Real estate. And I have over 1,000 investors in generational wealth.
Yes. No, it's okay.
It's okay. Diplomatic reply. You can sit down. I think the part of asking for the contact was a bit rude, right? So at the point of asking for people's contact, be very polite about that. You know, figure out a word, right? It would be my honor, right, if you can give me your contact so that we can follow up. I don't just contact for what, because someone will say, have my contact for what, right, so that we can take this conversation further. Okay, or so that I can send you our brochure and then you can see if there's anything you might be interested in. Does that make sense at all? But please be very polite in asking for people's contact because they don't owe you their contact and they are sensitive about it. So, the right words. Yes.
That's all the life. That's a process, so now it's really good. Next. Simple. Sit down. That's too ordinary now. Too generic. Just it's add some creativity, add some flair. Right? Next. Take it easy. You see why it's not good? My name is Stephen Akintayo. I am smart. So I hope we're all learning to work.
Tabi? We're all working. One of us in this same hotel closed 120 million naira deal. Right? In this same, yeah, clap for him. In this same hotel, by walking up to a stranger. You are in the same hotel. If your elevator speech isn't good, you are losing 20 million. Okay, so this thing is critical. What will make a stranger just be willing, right, to build relationship with you? You must master how to convince them to say, this is somebody worth giving my number. This is somebody worth building relationship with. Yeah.
My name is real estate consultant. My name is Ezekiel. I'm a real estate consultant. I don't think you need the right decision to apply the property. I would like to connect with you. Not only for two of my good morning, house. Good morning, house. And the mother at her hand is good morning, house. Good morning, at her hand. Estate consultant specializes in real estate. Properties. Also, I would like to have a contact with back on you. Good morning. I'm Daniel. I'm a author with our business school. I have smart and effective investors getting every land in our US, Nigeria, and in Dubai. Can you give me your contact? So I love the fact that you mentioned that you are wise, and that's also something people because
I'm a real estate consultant. I help people buy properties. Their mind is already saying Nigeria. Me, I know they do anything in Nigeria again. They don't show me shaggy. Right? So by being able to say, hey, we have a wide range of, we're in 4 continents, right? Middle East, we're in Europe, we're in America, and we're in Africa. Right? That just expands the chances the person will consider you. But the part of wanting to collect their contacts was too low. You were just like, they owe you contact. Like I said, get that part right. Be very polite about asking people for their contacts. Way to show some when you are coming to that last sentence, right? Sir, I would be a happy person if you can give me your number, right? And I promise I will not misuse it, right? You know, things like that. Just put them in that position. Are you aware many business owners have 3 cards? The one for their PA, the one that will never go, the number there does not go. They hardly ever take that number. Then the direct one. Am I making sense at all? So by the way you go about honoring them, that guy with those last sentence of why they will give you the direct one. So this person, because you added, I will not take it for granted. I promise you, I will not misuse your information. Does that make sense at all? Next.
Hello, good morning. My name is Stephen Akintayo University. I work with I help the league get that and I will put them to have the contract. This is profile, like I work in international company. Are you sure?
He's already kind of raised the stake for them to consider him. Like I said, people have different people meeting them to disturb them about real estate. There's a way you present that just make them to say, there's something unique about the way this guy goes about his thing. Let me give him a chance. Okay, next.
Well, I don't like to run now.
But it's too stern, right? When you are selling, you need to smile. You're trying to charm your client. So, how are you, sir? And just, but if you're straight, not like you are doing that is better. Okay, it's better than when you were speaking. So you want to be a bit smiley. There's a way you charm people, even if they are the most rude human being, they can't be rude to you. Who knows what I'm talking about? Right? Even if they are the most rude, they're just like, it will not. The way this guy is smiling, is approach me in a very nice way, for the sake of the body language. Let me also, it makes sense? Next.
Also, I think that Spanish also helps. Yeah.
Look, that vibe, that zazzy, that Babolowo steez, right, with the beard. So naturally, even if he didn't do much, right, his personality, the look, I know Nigeria is guest. Hello, ma. I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I'm known as the world most influential investment coach of African descent. I help wealthy people make more money through real estate investment. Will you be interested, ma? Okay? It would be my honor to have your phone number, and I'm going to send you a few brochure, and we can take it off from there.
Right.
And I love your smile, by the way. She's blushing already. Okay? So, simple, nothing long, straightforward. Make sense?
Yes.
Are we sure? Now, the compliment I gave her, sometimes you start with it. Right? And don't overdo it so that it doesn't look as if you want to ask her out. So you must blend it. So, and that's where what will help you so that she knows you are not trying to ask her out. Who can guess? You are complimenting the person's hair, you're complimenting the person's clothes, particularly the opposite sex. What will help them know that you are not? Yes. No. I'm saying you can even comment her hair. That's fine. Her hair, makeup, her shirt. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes.
The time is spent connected matters.
If it's too long.
Yeah. If it's too long,
Yeah.
sends wrong
Impression. Yeah.
and the very switch to the business of the
Yes. Also, absolutely, those two things powerful. Another thing is also using masa, right? Being professional, and the only way is by being courteous. So a guy who just wants to treat you is even going to have, what's your name, big girl? How you, babe? Right? All of that, but you're using ma, even if the person is your age mate. If you're already using ma, if you already use sir, you're already telling the person I'm professional. And like he said, don't make it too long. Go straight to the business just after that compliment. Those little things are very important. Okay? Yes.
Okay, you said something about investor, something like that. Signal to an investor when you use the laptop. On the laptop,
What makes you unique if you don't have a unique identity? Right? There's nothing wrong telling the person I'm for premium. Some of them will not joke and say, but we are not rich. You say, man, people who talk like this are actually the people I'm looking for. Because rich people don't always say they are rich. The person will blush more. You see? But let them know straight up. I'm not, many of us don't know that rich people hate pretenders. If you are coming to me for money, tell me. Tell me. I'm serious. And I don't mind if the value is there. But for it to corner, like snake, like you have different agenda. And I will just be looking at you. Okay, come. Do you see my point now? Be straight. People love when you are direct. It's money I'm looking for money. I only did them. It's their own. And they didn't come back. But guess what? I didn't send them message for that. And that's the last time I put him money in their personal account. I won't do it again. Right? I'm not making sense of that. And it's happened one of my leaders in Abuja, and he did it. But because I like him after, I'm sorry, sir. I said, don't do it again. Right? Don't do it again. And the next time I tested him again. He came with the amount. I still gave him. Because really, even last time, I didn't intend to keep the. But he will earn my trust by just being you want. Say it. It makes sense. I need more.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir, ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́. Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir, ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́. Okay, okay, okay. Pàdé máa fọ̀. How much money? 200. Go inside street. Eh? I no go fight you now. She will talk now. Eh? No, 400 too much. I beg collection is man. Say not sure, but they come. I never make money. Yeah. I beg now. Somebody, I dey beg. See money dey behind. Me too dey beg you. I beg. But where you carry me from? Na inside. Na inside street na. You go carry for toll gate. How much you carry for toll gate? Which na nice. Na 400. Na 400. Na 400.
reject. Okay? And let nobody tell you otherwise. These are honest facts here. Make sense? But learn the same way we are talking of elevator speech. Craft your answer for those kind of conversations. Craft it, write it down, rehearse it over and over. So you already are, even for men. By the way, we men have the same problem. One of my friends went to a woman's house to sell property to her. You know, all they just held his hand. While they were talking, she took his hand and put in her breast. Right? So it happens to women too. It's not all this, it happens to women too. Okay? We just don't like, women just don't enjoy saying it in public. Am I making sense at all? My eyes have seen a lot in my life. Right? But women don't say it. Of course, women like to, can you believe, hey, come and hear this. Hey, this. Guess who was? Women say it. But men, maybe occasionally amongst ourselves, we discuss it, but we don't want to say that in public. But men go through a whole lot of such harassment. And it's biblical. Did Joseph not go through it? Men go through it. Powerful women are like that. Powerful women. They are like that. So even me, when I'm dealing with powerful women, guess what? I quickly introduce my wife into the equation. Right? And powerful women are more dangerous than powerful men. Can I say that to you? Powerful women. Crossing them is what? Than powerful men. I'm not joking. A powerful man, you can say no, and he will leave you alone. A powerful woman, she asks you out and you said no. In her mind already, you've embarrassed her. She's already feeling, and she wants to deal with you. That's why Potiphar's wife had to lie. You know, Joseph ran away. We could have ended that issue. You know, he's not doing. I called Joseph and said, Joseph, it was a mistake. Let's move on. How many of you agree with me? Joseph would never have told Potiphar. But powerful women, no, you rejected me. I will show you. I will show you. So may you not have crisis with a powerful woman. Right? May you not. They are very unforgiving. So for me, when I deal with women, I quickly introduce my wife. Even when I'm dealing with powerful couples as well. I've had situations I'm dealing with a powerful couple and his wife, because a lot of, by the way, I noticed this with my brand and hear this, and some of you men may end up having that issue. One way or the other, I have recently discovered that wives of very successful people admire me a lot. Right? And some of them even do it to the detriment of saying it to their husbands. Have you not heard of one guy, Dr. Stephen? And you know, men ego now. Who is he? What did he achieve? That's just lousy. You know, there are people way more successful. You women, sha. Some of them, it then becomes a situation by, and now I'm your fan, and the husband is there. Right? Oh, we thank God for your life. We thank God for what you're doing. So what do I quickly do? The next time I'm visiting such person, I bring my wife. And thank God my wife is also like that. She will have kneeled down for the husband. How are you, sir? Thank you, sir. So, equation. So wisdom is profitable to direct to. Else, the man, if you say you are eyeing after his wife, and is it gigolo they call them? Is it gigolo? And it's been gigolo you've been doing. That's how you've been getting money. You go after wives of rich people, or you go after women that are older and more successful and all of that. Am I making sense at all? So, wisdom, introduce your. And I'm lucky to also have way older women who are very successful, who admire what I do. So, what I do is I bring my wife in quickly, right? Not even because of them, but because of spouse, because of other people around, because of, do you get what I'm saying? Who can start creating stories and insinuations? Are we learning at all? So you have to be wise in doing sales business. Come on, I think this is good. We hardly hear how to treat topics like this. Right, this is a very good topic to treat. Okay, any more questions? Any more? Okay. What's the time? Is our food ready? 8:27. Once it's 9, let me know. We'll go and eat. We'll rehearse it as well. And that is flexibility in networking. Flexibility in networking. Okay? So, and please take note. I don't want anybody with their phone. Take note of this. This is a very important topic. You must know that as you try to sell, you need to build relationship. Whether you're a developer, whether you're a realtor, whatever title you have to build, relationship is key. Another word for what I'm talking about is called relational intelligence. What do I call it? So let's assume, and we're going to rehearse this as well. You are networking with a very high net worth, powerful person, okay, and you're discussing. You must be flexible to quickly begin to discover the areas of do nots. The areas of what? Do not. I'll give you an example. I was a very powerful person, and I'm a Trump fan. Okay? And as we were talking, the person was saying, I even wanted to go buy a property in America. When I did a tour, I realized that it's likely Trump was going to win. If it was the day of election, and from look of things, Trump was going to win. And I just decided to say, you know what? I'm not buying. And me, I'm a Trump guy. What do you think I should do? Should I now start hardline? Trump is not like that, too. Ma, you have a wrong impression of Trump. Let me just who Donald Trump is. Are we learning at all? So you must quickly begin to, while you are talking to relational intelligence, quickly begin to notice that it's called biases. What are their biases? Be quick to notice it and be quick to make them comfortable. Right? To find a neutral ground, including if those are also your strong values. Am I making sense at all? Why? As you rise higher, many of those you do business with will not be of the same faith with you, will not be of the same marital orientation with you, will not be of the same, whatever it is you hold dear, they will not be. So if you keep, in fact, they may hate your best friend. Am I making sense at all? They may what? Hate your best friend. They may have, a whole lot. And I've seen people mess up relationship because of lack of relational intelligence. Right? Where because somebody hates your best friend and unconsciously is poisoning you, and before you know, start pushing. Including hate is your boss they hate. your boss. Too much. What is it? Gra gra. So you must handle that. So let's rehearse it. Who wants to come? Come on. Let's start a conversation. Who wants to volunteer? And I will be the one that is critical. Anyone? Any volunteer? Okay. So let's start conversation. Morning, how are you? Yeah. Good. Thank God. God is good. You know, Nigeria. You know, T-Pain. Some person that's exactly, clap well. You know, don't let her begin to, hey, why are you clapping? What is this? Clap well. Yes, sir. How is it? Good morning. I'm good. Good to see you today. Well, thank God. All right. Yeah.
To talk to me, right?
No, we're just talking. It doesn't matter. But we're critical here.
Okay. I was actually thinking about divesting an investment to a particular location in the US.
In the US?
Yes, but,
where?
Okay, let's take it from this angle. There's a practical situation here I want to bring forward.
Okay. Are you hearing him? No, not hearing.
There's a practical situation that I'm bringing about here. I have a client.
Just continue. Let's continue.
All right, so
just be loud enough so they can hear.
I'm not interested in investing in Nigeria any longer.
Okay.
And then I the pressures to do that. I prefer to stay US here and keep my investment in the US.
No, remember you are trying to market me, but we're just normally discussing. Okay. Right? You are not, because mind you, don't always be too obsessed to go into come and buy. Have conversation, normal. Right? So we are just having but the whole goal is to still sell me.
Okay. I'm an investment consultant. I am a
No, we've passed that stage. Okay. Just normal talk. Just bring up any topic.
All right.
Anyone else who wants to?
What's your view about Nigeria politics?
Nigeria politics. In my own opinion, everybody in Nigeria is mad. Everybody. From president to the last person. Mad people, mad house, mad country. Nothing can work in this country. Nothing.
But do you know there are a lot of people that are really making so much money?
Who people? All of them. Corrupt. Show me. There's no one person in Nigeria that made it legitimate. No one. All of them, they are all corrupt.
So I'm a Nigerian resident in Nigeria. I will run a real estate firm. And we are.
You people are money launderers. They are the one. They are one of them. Laundering money. Right? I know one politician don't put money inside our pocket.
Right, so that mindset is not bad in a way, but then the situation is that we need to really look critically as to what we can do to better the situation.
You should stop collecting politician money. You real estate developers, you are the ones that collect all this politician money, right? You collect their money. You say you are doing real estate. They pump you up, and because you have collected their money and you must give a return, your property are too expensive. 200 million, 500 million. When will anybody get that kind of money? Yes.
In all honesty, I don't even know any politician. And we are doing.
How do we trust you? Is that not what everybody is saying? I don't know. No problem. Okay, don't run. I'm telling you, I can't. But these are the realities here that you will face. You meet people, they will just bombard you like that. So this topic of relational intelligence is serious. Okay, who else want to try? One has given up.
Morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
You look amazing.
Thank you.
So I saw your post concerning Chinua and EBT.
Yes.
And you sing for peace.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
Well, you see, the body of Christ needs peace. You know, and we need to, just see how, but that's not even a good topic. So pick another topic. Because remember, I'm the critical guy here. Right? So, and in this case, I have to play neutral.
That was what I came with.
Who else? If you don't have, who else? Yes. Relational what? Intelligence, right? It's a tough one. I can show even me, I lose some of these battles, so I can't blame me. Right? I've had situation I just say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just let it go. Because you just know you won't win that battle. You won't win it. How are you, sir?
Thank God.
Yeah.
How's the day been?
Thank God. You look like a pastor.
Okay, maybe I'm one.
How much tithe and offering have you collected?
Well, I don't think I focus more on tithe and offering.
You don't focus on tithe and offering. Okay.
More at helping the people and seeing how.
It's what all of you are saying. We are helping the people. We are helping the people get their private jets. The people are trekking.
Well,
See this your suit now. I'm sure it's designer suits.
Jesus didn't teach us all about that.
Okay. So what did Jesus teach us?
He taught us to give back to the people.
Hey, but you people are not doing the right thing now.
Well, maybe some, not all.
Not all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me not speak for the general crowd.
Okay.
But I believe some people are still doing right.
They can't hear you.
I believe some people are still doing right. Not all. So I don't think we need to generalize it.
Okay. If you say so, we'll keep quiet so that the thing continues.
Okay, we are discussing with the other man talking about how the country is corrupt,
Yes.
and I was interested in the conversation.
Okay.
I think people ended at a point trying to say that it's not possible to come out of the corruption. Everybody will just have to keep on going like that, or
Okay.
that nature. But I think since we are coming from a general point of view,
Yeah.
that let's come to the specific, that we still teach people to live with integrity. So I think there's a way out to this issue
What's the way out?
in Nigeria.
What's the way out?
Because if we look at it, we say, well, the country is corrupt, and then we
What's the way out now, guy? You're wasting our time. What's the way out?
well, the way out to me, I think, is by culturing people.
So why haven't you cultured them?
Well, it may have started from some places which we may not have known. Like in the families, we have some of the family backgrounds where some people are being trained, to live with integrity, to act right. So if we say generally the country is corrupt and we cannot come out of that corruption, it's like saying there's no more hope.
Let's clap for him, but it's boring me already. So let's look at few conversation around relational intelligence. Are we ready? So, but I'm sure this practice has helped us to see there's a problem here. And many of us, we find ourselves in those quagmire, isn't it? Number one, in those situations is for you to respect their position. Respect their what? Position. Right? So when you are having conversation with a potential client, critical, having all of this, respect their position. Like, well, I respect your position even though I don't agree, but I respect it. Right? So using those words are very powerful. I respect your position, but even though I don't agree. Number two, don't argue. Don't argue. Okay? This person you are hoping will eventually become your customer. So why argue? Are we together now? Don't go into arguments. I disagree. This. Don't. Just use number one. Sometimes the person will start the argument, but go back to number one. I respect your position, even though I don't agree. But hey, I mean, we see things from different perspectives, and we're neither right or wrong. Am I making sense at all? Are we sure? Okay. Number 3, make them the hero. Right? And one of the ways you can make them the hero is by saying, sir, you know, that's also why I respect investors like you. Because you people are the one really changing this country. Because if we look at, because you are investing in Nigeria, companies you are investing, they are able to pay salaries, right? And truly, you are doing better than many of these politicians. If it's the case of the person is tough on politics and all of that, do you see how you've made him the hero? And you have still created a path for him to do. They need, right, to have all of this. Another very powerful strategy is number 4, offer them something. So I have had people that, because, and another word for this is, where you will need more relational intelligence is strong-willed people. I don't know if you have met strong-willed people. That human beings, they are very strong-willed. A Dr. Cosmo is a strong-willed person. Right? Strong-willed person. I'm also to an extent. But maybe because I had to do a lot of sales and marketing, I learned to also understand where the flexibility needs to come in. Particularly when I'm dealing with people older than I am. I take out my strong-willedness, right? But if I'm dealing with mentees, you know, I can, and colleagues, I can be very straightforward. I'm not bending my rules, right? So when you're dealing with strong-willed people, offer them something. So I'll give you an example. I've had a situation where, because I'm dealing with a strong-willed person, right? I say, let's even forget what I led to. I'm trying to sell you. Can I come and wash your car? Can I come and anchor your event? I'm willing to help you write your book for free. Am I making sense at all? Oh, you are doing your birthday. Let me do something. I just go that route. Forget the business. They are the ones that eventually come back to the conversation of the what? Of the business by themselves. Because at some point, he's working for me, he's doing all of this thing for me, right? He's not charging me. We're together now. What can I do? And because you offer them something, sometimes they now they themselves become more flexible. Right? No, not vulnerable, flexible. They just, you know, there's a word, it says the gift of a man creates room. That gift in that Bible is not talent. It's when you give someone something. And what I mean by room is that the person makes excuses for you. The person makes exception for you. Are we learning at all? It makes exception. Since he or she will have been more critical, he becomes less critical. Are we together now? Since he or she will have said, no, and I learned it about Nigeria. Nigeria is like that. When people come and say you're a thief, sir, they didn't eat from your money. I kid you not. They didn't eat from your money. Those who ate from your money, say, "Hey, how much did you steal, sir? How much? Are there not those who stole more?" You see what I'm saying now? Now that's bad anyway, because that shows us our moral is low, right? But I'm saying generally human beings who are strong-willed, if you offer them something, they make a room. Example, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Two of us. Haven't they gone at each other before? Talk to me now. Are they not both strong-willed? They're both strong-willed now. But as soon as Elon Musk realized that, look, these guys, and I'm telling you this because many of the people you think are difficult are the easiest. If you just know how to have relational intelligence, they are the easiest. Because if they like you, they will defend you, die. And many of the people I know are like that. For example, President Akintayo is like that. Sometimes I'm with Baba and I'm wondering, is this the same Obasanjo people talk about? Yeah. Most I've never, this is the first time I'm able to post picture of us in those kind of situations. I've had breakfast with Baba that is passing bold to me. Where do you need something else? Is this same Obasanjo or maybe the man I'm meeting is not the real one. It's another version. I will learn it here. But they are the easiest people to deal with. Strong-willed people. They're powerful. They are huge. If you just are we together now? Now, very important. Turn all your argument to a question. Turn it to what? Number 5, question. So anything that you will have argued about, just turn it to a question. I will never invest in Nigeria again. Say, well, so I respect your opinion. But is there anything that can happen to Nigeria that will make you change your mind? Is there an exceptional situation that can make you what? Reconsider investing in Nigeria? Are we learning at all now? Always turn your argument to a question. Right? Turn your argument to a what? To a question. And you'll be shocked. Many of them will just begin to say, well. Actually, to be fair, you know, but when you go at it, unfortunately, many of us just want to go at it and prove we are right. And I tell people, I say, look, when you are dealing with people who are strong-willed and they are higher than you, don't waste your time arguing. Right? Don't waste your time trying to prove you are right. There's no point. And can I shock you? They are so intelligent that many of them, if they eventually discover they are wrong, they are the first to come and tell. I say, I argued with you 2 years ago. You are right, too. Yeah. One of my own mentors, Dr. Pepper, is like that. In the heat of the argument, simply, and he can now turn it. If he thinks you argue right, he can turn it to fight. Oh, I'm going home. The cuckoo don't appreciate me. You know, all this one, mentor, I'm helping you. So, after time, I then learned, don't argue. Right? Don't argue. It's important to just ask questions. But how about this? What if this had happened? Many times, they are the ones that will even start second-guessing themselves when you turn into question. And in actual fact, in some cases, there is an exception to this rule. Are we learning? Yes, sir. Come on, are we learning? Yes, sir. Why must you learn this? Can anybody give me an answer? Why? Why? Why is this subject important? Because if you wonder why is Dr. Stephen teaching us this? this particular emotional intelligence. Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Opinion, what do you interest?
Yes.
I think the complexities within the business of government makes it more for an individual to be safe in this information. Because if you really want to take a talk, if you really want to make impact, you must take a set of goals with all of this information so that you can fit. Because we are all consultants, you might be doing for one particular business. And if your presentation is better and your attitude is better, there's only something that
You want this. Okay. Who else?
For me, I'll say most kindness of results are from you.
Exactly what I've been looking for. You see, in fact, the word they put it is the Bible even say, you know, I think there's a scripture in Proverbs that talks about rich people being proud. Right? It's not necessarily pride, but rich people are confident. Right? And because they are confident, their opinion comes like the law. Am I making sense at all?
Yes, sir.
And they hate being challenged. You know, like you are challenging, not even when you want business from them. You know, it's a difference if you are friends. You know, yes, we can both argue as friends, but you want business from me and then you know. So you must figure out, and am I making sense at all? I've been in meetings where the first thing was, this is your friend. And that's where the person started the conversation from. He's a liar, me or they are talking about my friend. You know, I know he's your friend. I know he's your friend. I know he's your friend. I know you are biased. I've not even said anything. But how do you manage that? You see where I'm going now? You see where I'm going? So you will face, I learned this as I started rising to the top. I realized that everybody has story. And sometimes they don't like it. If I remember meeting somebody, thank God, and I also always work with people who are close to them. So I said to him, I said, should I raise this because I was to meet two powerful people in a city, right? Two powerful people. And one is the king of the city, and the other is also another powerful person. So I told him, I said, should I refer to the fact that I went to see the king? He said, don't raise it. Do you see where I'm going? Because these are social intelligence. I said, don't raise it. So I haven't seen them together in a while. And it's not like he's sure, but he just said, I've not seen them together in a while. So you can just raise somebody and boom, they switch off. They just switch off. And you don't know what happened between them. You know, at the top. So just maintain what happened. And that's why being discreet. Hey, in fact, number 6, being discreet is number 1. Yeah. Discreet. When they know you are not discreet, they run away from you like a plague. They want to be sure I can say something to you and you don't mention my name. They want to be sure. Right? And you don't mention my name. Being discreet, very important. And it's in the way you talk. There's the way you are talking like so Jide told me yesterday that you are right. Meanwhile, there are also other times where you actually I was with Jide yesterday, I will discuss this. So you must know which one is which. Right? You see me go to all this, and I'll tell you, I met, President Obasanjo, we discussed this. In your mind now is everything we discussed, I said. And he did not tell me this one you can't say, this one you should say. But you must know the one you can say and the one you cannot say. Are we learning here? You must know the one you can say and the one you cannot say. And they will read it. You think they will read it? They will read this, sir. And the day they see you divulge in a very wise way, one can be divulged, and you left out what cannot be divulged. That's this one I can work with. There are even some things they discuss with you, you should be able to divulge, but there is a way you should not disclose who was the party involved. Right? Because what needs to be discreet in that conversation is what? Is the party involved. Am I making sense at all? I've made a post before about somebody where I said he told me this about his relations. But I knew to have been detailed about who that relation was a lack of being discreet. And why was I able to even say the relation did that? Because he has made it public before about how closest people have hurt him. Do you get where I'm going now? So there's no big deal to the fact that he's saying that to me as well. Am I making sense? But to go into detail about who was the person specifically, that is not showing this being discreet. Are we learning, guys? Come on. Are we learning? Are you blessed? Are we sure? Are we sure? Aha. Any question on this? Yes.
Thank you for this. So, I have a question. In a situation whereby
closing conversation between each party to either party. So I'm not going to tell you I went to see this other party or I went to see the other party. Are we together now? And I may keep all our pictures private, particularly with the mentor. Yeah, particularly with the mentor. I may not post the one with the mentor. With my boss, I may not have a choice, right? Because contractual obligations I need to push out. But with my mentor, I may not. Particularly if I know my boss checks my page. There are some boss who I know they are not checking my page, so no issue. But if you know your boss is very active on social media, you don't need to, 1 hour please. You don't need to go into those, posting content about all of them. Yes. Avoid public show of affection. If you want to keep your job. And there are times where there is almost conflict. Know the one you can appeal to more. And I think in most cases, your mentor. Like I say, mentor, anything my boss, I don't want to lose my job. And I know you want me to keep my good paying job too. And you wish me well in my career. Say, I'm not worried, don't worry, I get it. I understand. Right? I've had people like that. Are we together now? I've had people like that. If I had an experience like that where a gentleman, funny enough, I know his boss, but he sees me as a mentor and all of that. In fact, at some point I said to him, I cannot mentor you right now. There'll be too much conflict of interest. So now I said, I will soon leave my boss. I said, when you leave, right, you can start the mentor. And why? I know me building relationship with him will create conflict of interest and his boss will be jealous. And we end up losing that job. And of what benefit is it to be the mentor that made my mentee lose his job? Am I making sense at all? I understand why he took me as a mentor. It's because he loved the level of, how do I put it? He loved the level of integrity I used to do business, right? Compared to his own mentor. His mentor is somebody that it's over clever, sharp turns, right? Sharp turns. Always playing games, and he knows. The mentor can tell you now, you're a young man, you're doing well in this field. Yes, figure out you have a strength. Say, you know what, let's start a company together. right? Give me a list of this we need. Let me have the details. I'll pump in $1 million into this your business. You now you write proposal, give the guy. You just realize he stopped picking your call. The next day you just see he's floated a new company, executing the exact proposal you gave him. Right? That kind of person. Exact proposal. Not even anything, even already exact. So he understands that, and he could see that, look, you, the way you do your thing, you want to be transparent. I can do the same, but I will tell you from day one, okay, you run this business, but I need to give me the ideas. If I need to pay you, let me pay you. I'm like that. Okay? If I need to pay you, let me pay you. I'll pay you and we'll move on. Okay? I will be direct from day one. But he's not like, so he loves that part of me, and he knows that this is the kind of person I want to be, not necessarily my boss, right? But I also know that he also doesn't know me well, because as much as he likes that part of me, I'm also more strict than his boss. I'm stricter. I don't know that you get my point. So what I can't take, I don't want to also offer somebody else. I will be disappointed if I'm your boss. Are we together now? And you are going to meet my friend to be your mentor. I have an issue with it. And you are openly displaying affection of mentorship. So me, I know I'm not what mentorship I mean. So because I know I won't take it, I have to tell you, I say, no, when you finish working, right, with this guy, you now start, I'm willing to mentor, but I'm not going to start mentoring you. I start posting my mentor, Dr. Stephen, today. But I won't take it from somebody else as well. Not at the level of the kind of relationship he had with his boss. It was very, am I making sense at all? So I won't do it. Did that answer your question? So, next, yes.
I think the first is right? Sometimes
haven't studied the other cultures, right? And so when you study, you know the rules, you know the do's and don'ts. You know the do's and don'ts, right? So study the other culture, understand what they like, understand what they don't like, understand how they work, how they reason, their mindsets, and things like that. Also be careful not to paint to people what you don't do. Like, for example, I don't drink. Okay, but I don't meet people who drink and say, you sinners, you are drinkers, right? Do you see where I'm going now? I met a king before. He said, what kind of women do you like? And I was smiling. And my friend who introduced me, and I said, he's not that kind of guy. Right? But I didn't tell you, me, I'm a saint too, because I'm not a saint. Right? But I know I'm not into what kind of women do you like, what kind of, you see my point now. So, but I'm not also going to make him look bad, like, now, people are the worldly. And you must understand that with social interaction, because some of us, that's where we've lost opportunities. Because you just create a system where you just make everybody feel like, now you saints, everybody devil, hell. You're all gone to. I don't know if you watch Visa on Arrival. Charity. I watch the part 2. With that, she has this woman that is older than her. Busola did that. It was the last episode. I laughed. Because she had denied that one. I went down and started talking about heaven and hell. He said, you are going to hell for one sin. One. You're wicked. And on that day, in glorious paradise. And while I will be in heaven, and I'll not be like you, I'll tell God, Lord, have mercy on her. Let her come to heaven. And the Lord will say, no. When she was done, Charity had to say, collect him back and turn it to approve. I don't want to go to hell. But a lot of us do that, and I think it's one of the things we must to balance, really. Right. Also, if you are the other way around, you are the social one, you party, and then you meet a conservative person, also be smart to switch. Right. I watched somebody I know, I will not mention his name. We were touring one of his buildings, and he had in the building a lounge. Okay, and then we came with a pastor to pray. And one of his friends just saw a pole and said, this pole. He had not signed to that one. It was even me. And I knew it was good. It wasn't that I even retreated. I said, this one a club, baby. He looked at me like, pastor was not here. They said, no, it's a premium lounge for... Because they didn't want pastor to know. But I respected him for being that intelligent. All this is emotional intelligence. So. You can't be pastor to pray for you, and then you say, this place we'll be doing all manner haba. So he just quickly signed to that one. No, sure. We had to say, no, premium lounge, premium. Our VIP clients will sit here while we're trying to measure them. Okay, so either way you switch, and you must know how to balance, right? So that you don't, very important. I have an uncle who's an high chief. If you know what high chief means, right? Strong Ogboni, strong. These are not strong. Okay? And I still saw him 2 weeks ago. Right? Sometimes you talk about our Ogboni is metal, just like you people Christian, metal in our Ogboni world is 3 in 1 too. Yeah. Yes, sir. Right? That's how I say, no, in Jesus' name, uncle, hey, uncle. Right? Funny enough, your lifestyle can bring such people to Christ by themselves, where they will come and tell you that, look, I love your life, and I want to change my ways. Right? I've heard Pastor Bakari said his mom was Muslim, and he gave his life to Christ, and the mom by herself came to him said she wanted to. He has never preached his mom to convert before. Right? And vice versa. I've seen people who were Muslims and they are doing well, and their parents were Christian and converted to Islam just by watching. So believe about some of these things. Let your lifestyle speak rather than just be overbearing. And when you are overbearing, you will lack social intelligence and you go far. Right? Yes.
That people who genuinely enjoy the certain ones and they genuinely want to hear what you think about certain things. So institutions like that,
let them be the ones to ask you to do that, and that's fine. And some people say, I want to do
and debate intelligently, bring out all the points. That's okay. We're saying the case where the person didn't give you permission to debate. right? You just say, look, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. When you say I disagree, you've already said, do you understand? And even when they now say, oh, you disagree, let me hear your point. You don't go to gear 10. Start with the lower points, right? And I say, well, based on this, and keep quiet. Some people now think that's automatic. Put a little point. Here is right. If you want to hear more, end your opinion there. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Because I deal with today now. I deal with different people that they don't like each other. And if you notice that, I do. Right? Some people still don't know how I have relations with Daddy Freeze, and Bishop Oyedepo is my mentor. They don't understand. And it's a higher level of leadership skill. You better have it. Right? And guess what? Daddy Freeze knows that I don't buy those. So it's not like I'm even pretending to. He knows. I've debated him publicly before. I believe in giving, I believe in tithing, I believe in all of this. But I also understand that there are some excesses, right, that the priest is right about. Let's be honest. There are some excesses. Okay? In the body of Christ. Are we together now? Yeah, so you must, it just takes, okay. It just takes a lot of, and if you don't learn it, you can't rise in society. And you can't build great relationship. You can't. Right? Okay, how does people like Oni of Ife operate? His own is more complex. Right? His relationship with Obasanjo is very strong. He has a good relationship with Tinubu. And Obasanjo and Tinubu don't necessarily agree. Don't be so. Right? And he has a healthy relationship with Peter Obi. Oh, you don't know. Healthy relationship with Peter Obi. Okay? So it's a higher dimension, and is what makes you a statesman. You can blend across, you can just blend personalities, personal interests, and all of that, and still be able to stay above water and be respected. And it's a thin line. People think that Oni doesn't like, what's it called, Sunday Igboho. It's not true. It's not true. Right? So these are very thin, delicate line. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if Oni was one of those who still appeal. Right? On behalf of Sunday Igboho. Am I making sense? So there are just those thin line. You just have to be at his face mentally, right, to be able to operate at that level. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, one more. You are the last person, so we can go and eat.
Okay.
While eating, I'll take questions as well.
It's about don't.
You need to know, sometimes people argue for different reasons. They're arguing because they really can't afford it. Part of why is probably keeping quiet, because many of us think those in the US are rich. And you are wrong. Many of them are living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. They just keep maxing credit card. Borrow from here, put into this, withdraw this one, put into that. I have somebody close to me. All of a sudden, can you borrow me 5,000 to Kiniko? Why? I just need the money to reflect in my account. It will boost my credit card. But what she doesn't know is that I know that method is not the way to the top. Right? Our credit card, making this, joining this, entering this. Please, are they ready with the food so that somebody ask them if the food is ready so we don't start them. Right? So I am aware that it's not, but many of them, that's what they battle with. That's even why many of them are ready to fight you to the teeth. Because the money, the 4,000 they sent for property in Nigeria, it was a credit card loan. That eventually even affected their credit score. You see the point now. So when anything happens, they are ready to, fight dirty, fight bitter, and all of those kind of stuff. So are we together now? Leave them, move on to another customer. Why can't I see like that abroad? Those who run away, they just can't tell you. You have to console themselves. Do you know some Nigerians in the US did not respect me until I bought my house in the US? Why? They've never seen it before. Never. Ever. So all this why? Because America gives you opportunity to add big. Right? You can get a house on mortgage. You can get all of these things, be renting, and you live in a big house, pick up a car with good credit score, and you drive it home without dropping a dime. Right? A brand new car, not Tokumbo. So typically, those things just get them puff up. But when you come to their tough, and man, at that point, I say, okay, now we believe, right? So our expansion to US really opened a lot of doors for us because a lot of people who, used to like the guy, when they saw the move we made, 20 years they didn't make those moves. 20 years doing the. At that point, many started saying, you know what, let's give it to these guys. They obviously. We were just seeing them, but we know they mean business. And I knew that was part of what our expansion to US was going to do. The same thing in the UK, in Dubai. Some people didn't care whether I existed until I moved to Dubai. Right? So, international expansion really helped many people to reach you better. Because in Nigeria, all is the same. And sometimes people also don't trust the Nigerian system. So they feel if you can survive in Nigeria, you may be playing games. But when they see you can survive internationally, they then know they should be able to respect you. Because for you to survive internationally, you also must have been operating at some level of high standard. Am I making sense at all? Because we do everything. There are people in this country who really sit on 100 billion and they don't have more than 5 staff. Everybody else is attaché, one-man business, they lord over everything. And I'm not talking of small people. These are people you enter their house, at least you see 5 Rolls Royce, Bentley, at the highest level. But employee, 5. Everything runs in their bedroom. Are we together now? Yeah, so people see you like that too. Do you know how many people will even be telling me, we reach out to your guy, didn't respond, please talk to him. I said, that's not how. He has the right to employ you or not employ you. Even if you are my relation. So this happens more with HR. Sometimes people chat me, I need a job. I say, talk to HR. I've been talking to your HR, they refuse to give me the job. I say, but this job, who he gives job to or not now? But in their mind, just command the guy, say, give him the job. right? Give the command, give a decree, emperor. Right? So, but I don't believe in running business like that. Everybody has their position, everybody has their leadership. If something goes wrong now, like this G&A meeting, it's Jessica I'm holding. Jessica can't tell me it was Jude, it was intern, it was this. It's Jessica. She'll get query now for this one. Okay? It's Jessica because it's her job. Get it right. Do it well. Check over. Check again. Check again. That's your job. I put you there. I trust you. Make the decision. Right? My job, of course, is to also to check what Jessica is doing. Absolutely. But it's not to dictate to Jessica, are we together now? You must do this way, you must do this. No. Okay. You got value? Well, it's time for food. Yeah, if you want to clap well. So while we're eating, we'll start presenting dummy check. Food is ready. Who are the 4 people who are presenting check to? I hope the camera guy is ready as well. Have you written their names? You've written their names. Call out the name of the first set. Because I say Jessica is the one I'm holding responsible now. So we'll call the first 4 and present, then you guys will change it again, Abby. Okay? So while everybody go and eat, Favor of 4 should wait, Peter Daniel should wait, Isaac Adeoye should wait. Guru Kodowa is not here, so Martha OJ should wait. Okay, the rest can go and eat. Right? Please. So our first person, I say write their name and the amount. Did I not say that? I keep saying yes. Write their name and amount. We present the first 4, then you change it again. Please give Emmanuel, give it to him. Write the name and amount, then you, if it's stapler you are using, you change it again or you clean it or whatever you do. Okay, so the first presentation, one house, please. Our first presentation is to one house, Oga. One house. Our first presentation is to for favor 600,000 commission. And this is a big one. Whooping 12 million naira. Daniel Peter. You need to cut me soap. Cut me soap. One, somebody else should be changing for the next set of people now. Need to be creative. Matter work. Okay, next is Isaac Adeoye 420. Okay. Next is Mata OJ 4 million. It is your surname. So why do you like putting your Remulo? Simplify it now, Mata OJ. I used to think your Remulo was your surname and hard to pronounce sometimes. Okay, we have how many more to go? 8 more. So quickly, let's have the next 4 batch. Is it part of this meeting and it's just coming?
I don't know.
Huh? I don't understand. You can't be part of this meeting. Why are you just coming here? Things. So 8 is not sins. We started 7. 8. You are late. And if you're going to confirm where we are or where we are going to hold this, is not this morning you should confirm. Who told you 7:30? Who now? Eh? You don't know the person's name. Eh? I can't hear. Lawal. Who is Lawal here? Who's Lawal here? Eh? Lawal does not work for us. And so why is he not here? You can sit down. Sit down. You can't be leading without having a grip. You don't want somebody to come, but you didn't have a grip on who was calling. The person who is even calling is not here. What kind of leadership are you running? It's an exclusive meeting. Why didn't you call yourself? Yourself. And even if you're going to delegate it, it's not to some junior intern that is not even here. What happened to Isaac? Because you didn't follow up. Will I have given that kind of job and not follow up? So Isaac, did you call or you sent somebody to do it? How did you call? Who is coming? What's the update? You delegated and you didn't follow up who you delegated to make sure he did it the way you wanted to be done. You did. If you did, you know who made the call. You know who made the call. I hope you give Isaac query. If you did, you know who made the call. Your job, you want to know specifically who called. Right? Did you call or you sent someone to call? It's you that has to call, not somebody else. Right? Did you specify the venue? Because this issue of not specifying venue is an occurrence. You did it in Abuja, you did it in Lagos, even the last time. So what are you talking about? You have a culture of not being detailed.
In search of greatness, a young man journeys into a land of wealth, a land flowing with milk and honey. Welcome to the city of Abuja. Abuja has risen to become a very significant investment destination in recent years, supported by rapid population growth, rising GDP, and an expanding household consumption. A wide offering of opportunities have arisen across construction, mining, agriculture,
Victoria Day. 2 million plus $100. Oh, wow. You're welcome. Vivian Amechi. Okay. Who is this? Disappointing. It doesn't matter.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.